Hey everyone, welcome to Demystifying Maths at Virtues Institute with Dr. O. Today, we'll explore in part 3 subtracting surd expressions. Surds are numbers that contain square roots and cannot be written exactly as simple fractions or terminating decimals. When subtracting surds, you can only combine like surds. Like surds have the same number inside the square root signs. This works in the same way as collecting like terms in algebra. A common mistake that students make when subtracting surd expression is trying to subtract the numbers inside the square roots directly. But don't worry, if surds seem challenging at first, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to simplify and subtract surds with confidence. If this is your first visit, remember to subscribe to Virtues Institute channel for more math tips, clear explanations, and upcoming topics. Let's simplify 5 square root 80 minus 3 square root 20 minus 3 square root 45. Before combining surds, we need to simplify each one. A useful trick is to find the largest square number that divides exactly into the number under the square root. First, simplify square root 80. Since root 80 splits into root 16 times root 5 and 16 is a square number, the square root of 80 simplifies to 4 root 5. Next, consider the square root of 20. Since root 20 splits into root 4 times root 5 and 4 is a square number, the square root of 20 simplifies to 2 root 5. Finally, consider the square root of 45. Since root 45 is root 9 times root 5 and 9 is a square number, the square root of 45 simplifies to 3 root 5. Now substitute these simplified expressions back into the original expression. 5 multiplied by 4 root 5 is 20 root 5 minus 3 multiplied by 2 root 5 is minus 6 root 5. The final term minus 3 multiplied by 3 root 5 becomes minus 9 root 5. Since all three surd terms contain root 5, we collect and combine the numbers in front of the surds. 20 minus 6 minus 9. Does 20 root 5 minus 6 root 5 minus 9 root 5 simplifies to 5 root 5. Remember, simplify each surd term first. Find the largest square number inside each surd. Take the square root of that square number and write it outside the surd. Multiply any numbers outside the brackets. Collect the like surds by combining their coefficients. Keep the surd part the same. Let's simplify another example. 4 root 75 minus 2 root 12 minus 3 root 48. Before combining surds, we need to simplify each one. A useful trick is to find the largest number that divides exactly into the number under the square root. First, simplify square root 75. Since square root 75 splits into root 25 times root 3 and 25 is a square number, the square root of 75 simplifies to 5 root 3. Next, simplify the square root of 12. Since root 12 splits into root 4 times root 3 and root 4 is a square number, the square root of 12 simplifies to 2 root 3. Then consider the square root of 48. Since root 48 is root 16 times root 3 and 16 is a square number, the square root of 48 simplifies to 4 root 3. Now substitute these simplified surds back into the original expression. 4 multiplied by 5 root 3 is 20 root 3 minus 2 multiplied by 2 root 3 is minus 4 root 3. The final term, minus 3 multiplied by 4 root 3 becomes minus 12 root 3. Since all three surd terms contain root 3, collect and combine the numbers in front of the surds. 20 minus 4 minus 12. Thus, 20 root 3 minus 4 root 3 minus 12 root 3 simplifies to 4 root 3. Remember, simplify each surd term first. Find the largest square number inside each term. Take the square root of that square number and write it outside the surd. Multiply any numbers outside brackets. Collect the like surds by combining their coefficients. Keep the surd parts the same. Now, it's your turn. Using the skills you have just learned on simplifying surd expressions by subtracting, have a go at the practice questions on the screen. Leave your answers in the comments, and if there's any part of simplifying and subtracting surd expressions that you are still finding tricky, drop your questions in the comment section too. Virtues Institute will use your response to offer tailored support and shape future lessons around what you need most. Don't forget to subscribe for more math tips, clear explanation, and upcoming topics. Virtues Institute is really looking forward to hearing from you.